EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from Houston. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3 plays in and a test. It's third and 2. To throw is Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards. They'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. And he's in! Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On play action. Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That is catch number 60 for the season.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up second down.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down for Houston.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Right back to Marks on first down. And they'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Isaiah McGuire up for the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Stroud. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Cut, ready? Here we go.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Come on.
They run it once more with Judkins. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. A run, and here comes Judkins. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns first down. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. It's a gain of 34. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run the toss here with Judkins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cleveland.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. On the give, it's Marks. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Open man, it's Jamison Williams.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's a handoff to Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Stroud. A throw right side is intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Come on.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, ready.
Stroud going to set up the throw to the left side into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll go play action with Stroud. open man, that's Collins. Still going. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Texans are back in this one. It's 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Judy on that one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. On the ready. 2nd and inches. Here's Judkins. He'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's go now. 19.
That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Quick throw taken in by Judy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
3rd and 5. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Pushed out to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And the Texans.
They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Texans first down. Handoff here, and it's Marks. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
They will work the middle with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down for Houston.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Carry now for Marks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Trying the right side, take it in by Collins. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Second down, they need 3. On play action, Stroud. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. A handoff now to Muffa. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Phil Maffa. Touchdown, Houston. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard
line. From the 35, it's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's out wide to Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 32 yards. Let's go now. First down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Browns will extend their third quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Stroud to throw here on first down. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first down, it's Stroud. We'll set up the screen here with Dell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
All right. 18.
Stroud. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Now screen set up for Marks. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And a nice run, close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
All right. On 18. That's it. Robin.
4th quarter begins on the ground. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Marks, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Stroud. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he takes it to the 35.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. A gain there of 15. It's a Browns first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative.
He gets free. And he will score again. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his third of this game. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
All right. 18. Okay.
To throw is Stroud. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
A gain there of 11. First down, Cleveland.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
19-18.
Again, it's Judkins. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, they need 7.
Let's go.
They bring Judy in motion.
70. Ready.
Running left is Judkins. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Cleveland. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Sanders here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Browns are going to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
18. That's it.
Here's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It is 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. It is 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that,